Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgie, and this is Metallica. They put a song out, Lux Æterna, or Æterna, depending on how you want to say it. I was not going to do this video. I know, of course, the internet jumped on. Oh, Metallica have put out an album, and Rammstein have put out a song. Sorry, Metallica have put out a song. Rammstein have put out a song. Way! All of the YouTubers dive all over it. So I wasn't going to do either of them, partly for that reason. That it's like, there we go, me too. And partly because Metallica has so much, and Rammstein, but let's talk about Metallica. Metallica has so much baggage, and they've got so much history, and there are so many people love them, hate them, everything in between. That what's the point in doing it? Because I don't run this channel for clicks. I'm not making any money out of it or anything. So what's the point in doing Metallica? What possible opinion could I have that would make any difference? Not that it has to make a difference, but almost like you're just shouting into the wind, aren't you? I mean, what is the point? And then I thought, Metallica and me go back a little bit. Maybe I should do it just because I like Metallica. Just for that reason. In fact, true story. Honestly, genuinely, true story. Master of Puppets came out, 86, and I said to my friends, we'll listen to Master of Puppets, and I said, off the cuff, believe me, I had no special insight or knew anything. Of course, I'm not psychic, because nobody is. But anyway. And I said, Master of Puppets, have you heard that? This band is going to be as big as Iron Maiden. I genuinely said that back in 1986. And all my friends looked at me like I was crazy, of course, because at that point, the chances of anyone being as big as Iron Maiden it was a really small chance. It was like the chance of Donald Trump being honest for a whole day. It was that kind of vanishingly small chance. And I was completely right, and it's probably the first and last time I was ever that right, ever. Anyway, Metallica, they've got a new album coming out April the 14th, he says, as if I'm trying to remember it, but what I'm actually trying to do is see it on my screen, called 72 Seasons, and it's going to look like this. There's probably loads of meaning in here that I haven't bothered to look at. And people are probably going to jump in my comments and tell me exactly what the cover is all about. But my favourite era of Metallica would be Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets. I've seen them live several times. I saw them so long ago. I saw them in a relatively small venue, and I've seen them in stadiums. And I preferred them in the small venue, but that's not important right now. There's almost no point in playing this because everyone has seen it, haven't they? Everyone has seen this song, and if you're here now going, "Go on with it, play the song." If you just want to listen to the song, just go and watch the song, because all you're going to get is the song with me going like this. Anyway, so I really didn't want to do this song, and I've decided in the end, I only do, this channel does smallish bands. Not always, I'm happy to do the big ones as well, but mostly it's small, fairly death metal bands. And I did fall out with Metallica like probably everyone does during their entire career, because they did stuff that I just didn't like, Sue me. Believe it, and Jen, I haven't heard this yet, honestly. Well, that was a short, straightforward blast, wasn't it? Enjoy that drum line while it lasts, because he won't play anything like that live. It'll be a completely different drum line live. It also had a little bit of the overkills, didn't it? The by Motorhead, where the song finishes and then it just starts again. I really quite like that. I'd be happy to have an album full of stuff like that. You could hear the bass guitar. Lars's snare drum didn't sound like a metal biscuit tin full of nails. Because sometimes the production choices for Lars's drums have been questionable. Let's go with that. But one thing I will say about the production on this is it didn't have any rough edges, did it? For what was a fairly straightforward rock and roll metal song, they'd smoothed all the edges off in the production, so it was quite a comfortable listen. It's hard to even explain it. How do you explain sounds? But it had a nice. It was kind of comfortable. It was well produced and well recorded and everything, of course. And let's face it, flipping should be. It's Metallica. They can afford pretty good production. They haven't always had pretty good production, but they can afford it. And this sounds really good, but it sounds kind of comfortable, you know? It's got like a warm production to it. There was no jagged edges on it. This isn't a criticism, it's just an observation. But the song bounces along. You'll be singing that. I've forgotten what the chorus was. Lux Æterna, obviously, yes. You can sing that. I can imagine driving along in your car. It's a pretty good driving along in your car song, actually, as long as you don't mind doing 90 miles an hour. The drums, I really like the drums. It's very straightforward, nothing to them. But again, comfortable, fit the song. The song just goes diddle 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 diddle, doesn't it? With a pretty catchy chorus. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's not one, but not every song can be. It's not pushing the boundaries or anything like that. It's just a good rock and roll heavy metal song, and I keep pushing it out of heavy metal towards rock there, even though it's clearly heavy metal. But I think it's that comfortable production has kind of made it more user friendly. Shall we go with that as a term? Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's not like you haven't all heard it already. It's Metallica, and they put out a new song, and they're putting out a new album, and it's definitely an interesting looking album cover. You're not going to lose that in your CD collection. Not that anyone has those anymore. But yeah, I'm certainly interested in hearing more of it. Metallica. I really genuinely was not going to do this video because it's Metallica. What can I possibly say? I can't say anything about Metallica. They've been up, down, in and out of favour, in court, everything. During their career, they've done all the things that metal bands should do, I suppose. And Death Clock is definitely modelled on them to some extent, and a few other bands as well mixed in, but there's definitely the Metallicas in there. We've gone off now into Wittering land. Let me know what you think of the new Metallica. I think I like the simplicity of it. I think I like the sort of down-to-earthness of it, rather than trying to be really clever with a new drum sound that sounds bloody awful, or going so far out of their genre that they almost alienate their fan base, that sort of thing. Anyone who's been around Metallica for long enough knows what I'm talking about. All these the touch points I keep touching on. But though I drifted away from them for a few years because of their stylistic choice, that's up to them. They don't owe me anything. But this sounds really good. I'll leave it there because I'm going to go around in circles. Let me know what you think. See you soon. Bye bye.